So in this video, welcome back to all of you to the recruitment module which we are demonstrating. So we have created a vacancy requisition and we defined a workflow and how it's going to work. Now in this video we will be creating the candidates master and show you how it will can be created with various features. So here in this we may be little more emphasizing on this object, namely the candidate master, with a lot of features that are available in the form of sending an email, mobile and mobile form, URL, video links and various things. So let's proceed to that. So let's create the object demo candidates. So similar to what we created for vacancies, we are creating the demo object for candidates. So first I'm creating the first name, last name, etc. So I just created the first name and you will see the first name appearing here, and then I'm creating the last name. Then we have the date of birth and then gender. Maybe date of birth we'll call it DOB, which is actually a date field we are inserting, and you will see the date object coming up on the other side. Okay, so maybe that it was not selected properly as a date. We can go and fix it up, and we made the date of birth mandatory. Okay, and we are fixing it up and saying that the object which it picks up is actually a date normal. So once we do that, you will notice the date has become a date object. And now we have gender. Let's have a gender word. Let's have a combo male female. Okay, so having created, you will see the gender also coming up. Let's make the first name as mandatory. So this is how simple you can create the objects which are mandatory or otherwise, and different types of controls as well. So now let's create maybe an email and a mobile, which we may be having as some standard sets here available. So let's take, for example, email. The moment I say email, you will see in the contact the email coming up, and automatically you will be also able to send an email to the object. Similarly, we have mobile. Okay, let's create a mobile, and you will see there that also has gone to the mobile. Maybe we find it is more important that we bring that into the general tab rather than into the, so we can simply push it to the general tab, and you will notice in the general tab the email has come. And similarly, let's also push the mobile into the general tab, so that to that extent our life becomes more easy. So you will notice even these tabs which are there on the top could also be very well controlled. So let's create the education and experience and things like that. So let's create the education. So you will notice we have created the education, which is a drop down, and maybe the experience, which you have noticed the same, it's roughly the same way we created experience in number of years and the education, a drop down. So having created that, maybe we wanted to have the candidate address. This address is available as a standard object, okay, like we call address. So the moment we click address, you will see in the contact the entire address 1, 2, 3 city, and the city is a default type of a picker where you can just pick up a city and it comes out with all the details have come. So basically we created the candidate master, last name, first name, last name, date of birth, gender, etc. And now let us try to give features to this form. Then what are the features that are available? Let's study those features. Maybe you wish to contact the candidate through an email. Just click and you will see the email feature is being added, and you will also see that the machine is also able to understand that email feature is added. Similarly, I wish to add my text messaging, so you will see it also added the text messaging. And the candidate's photo I wish to attach, so I'm able to see the candidate, and I want to give him a multi attachment facility. Okay, and anybody should be able to see, preview a candidate profile. So I said give him a preview feature, and maybe I want to see all its child objects in the form of a tree. So I said please give him the tree feature set. Okay, now each candidate, let us for the demo purpose only take a few elements, like maybe his education details I wanted to capture. So that means each person may have, while the education drop down we gave is about the qualification, what the final qualification, maybe we wanted to have where all he studied and where all he worked. Okay, things like experience. Okay, let's say I said please create a child form called experience. You will understand immediately it created the child form here, and in the experience it says to company and name, from what designation, everything is mandatory. Okay, similarly you will these are the various child forms that are available. Now let's create, just for testing demo purpose, the qualification also. So you will see the qualification is also created from to. That means virtually the machine has understood what is that you are planning to provide. So with this, what exactly happened at the back end is, you can just see the full help file that is written by the application automatically. So the form is there, preview form, and this is just a dummy buttons, they don't act. The various columns, explanation, the tabs. Okay, and you will see there are two links called experience and qualification, which we will be demonstrating to you. So it says prerequisites, please keep the cities ready, and gender, which is a drop down ready, the education and experience, and it is given the use case diagram. You can see you can attach a photo, send SMS, send email, attach documents, and define, perform qualifications and experience. So these are the mandatory critical attributes in that, and this is how the candidate, one candidate has many experiences, which of them have some defined fields. So the virtually it has understood our requirement and built that entire piece. Maybe there may be some more new features which may be there, but let's try to restrict this much and come back and try to add those features to this setup. So having done, let's see how the form would look like, and you will see the form is somewhere ready for you to do the data entry. Okay, this time instead of entering the data ourselves, maybe we can just, for test purpose, I will say maybe I'm just creating a dummy candidate here, just a dummy candidate I'm putting as a male. I've given some sample education and the experience. So as we create, you will see the record coming up and sitting here, first name, date of birth, everything. Of course the date of birth is as per the Indian standards. We in India show it as date, month, year. So now let's go back to our configuration mechanism, where you will notice that for the same object we can also have a lot of features like the Excel upload and things like that. Let's see how to upload an Excel. That means we already have a lot of candidates with us. So I just wanted to get all the details, and I wanted to, maybe I will say, you add all columns. What I meant basically is, please pick up all the fields for me to upload, and maybe I may say, okay, address 1 I don't want to upload in this because I don't have them in the sample, and maybe the address 2. So I have first name, last name, date of birth, gender, email, mobile, education, experience, or whatever the various things which are there. So all that I'm saying is, please download me a sample CSV file. So you will notice my sample CSV file machine has given very perfectly to me, the first name, last name, everything. Okay, so let's try to fill the data and give it back to the machine. So now, having downloaded the Excel file, we have populated that Excel. Let's get that Excel. So you will see the first name, last name, date of birth. So we have just sample populated the data with different people, and now let's try to upload this data. That means we have basically downloaded the template, filled up the data, and we are trying to upload. The file is demo candidates, which is downloaded from the application. So let's try to choose that file. We have simply chosen that file, and we are now trying to upload the demo candidate, which is a CSV file, to the application. So you will see we have uploaded, and it says you have created some 24 records. So let's just see where are those 24 records, and you will see the 24 records coming up here, the first name, last name, and if you go to the last page, you will notice this is the first record we have created. And as we have said, we wish to have, the various data elements which we have uploaded must have the photograph and things like that. Now you will notice that the latest data which is pumped is appearing in the first. Let's go back and then show you this is the latest record. So let's change the order in which we wanted it to be displayed. That is quite possible just by defining what is the order. Instead of ID descending, I only say just simply show it by ID order. The moment I say that, what exactly happens is, whatever the first record we created is here, this is the second record, this is the third record. So let's take the first record, or maybe the second record, whichever is it. We can push the photos, images, and attachment of documents. We will be seeing that soon. So let's take Mr. Jaragumelli Shastri and try to attach various documents applicable, such as maybe the photograph we have uploaded, and you can see. So this is a photograph. Each document can have one photograph, and you will notice in other cases we have not uploaded anything, and it can have multiple attachments. Okay, maybe just for demonstration purpose I will attach 1 or 2 documents, and then show you the things like my own photo and the sample passport which we have attached. So that means I have multiple attached the data, and this can be attributed to a specific object such as Mr. Shastri. Now that the data is uploaded, you will notice now if I go to my documents, you will see both the passport and Mr. Shastri's photo appearing there. That means you created an object, you have uploaded some sample data to that, and made some fields mandatory or otherwise. Okay, now you'll see the graduation, post-graduation experience. Maybe my experience is say 7 years. I have updated it, and you will notice the experience and those details are not appearing here. We can very easily get those 2 details, namely the education and the experience, into the listing, so that it becomes more easy to just check up. So let me just try to get those 2 additional detail into this, maybe comma, So I'm just putting the education and experience fields also to appear in the listing fields, and you will see the schooling, education, all this have come. Now, having done this, let's try to add more features and try to just explain the process. So I would like to have a video presentation of my profile to the candidates. So I wish to do that. So I want to give a facility where the candidate can give a video presentation. Now, since we have already created and pumped the data, the application still facilitates you to create maybe a URL type of an object, okay, a field, an attribute which could be used. So I'm just taking it as a URL type, okay. So you'll see the URL which has come here. So instead of naming it as a URL, maybe I wish to name it as my resume. Okay, maybe I will say video resume. That means the candidate wish to express his feelings. So let's go back to our data and let's see Mr. Shastri, and let's try to get the URL. I have a video presented in mine in the YouTube. I'm just copying that URL and straight away pasting the video resume here, because we defined this as a video, a type of control, and you will see immediately my video is ready to me for appearing it, okay. And we can get those details. Let's yeah, maybe the URL I typed is wrong. Now you can just see and you can hear to the audio.
Hello, welcome to you all. I am Shastri. I'm currently working in a company.
Okay, that means the application has the facility to even attach a video, or maybe as an advancement we also wanted to get the signature. The purpose of this is also to demonstrate some other features that are available in the application, the various features which includes maybe a signature. So I'm just going to my standard objects, and you will see there is a signature which is available. I said please give him a facility of a signature. The moment I give that facility, I'll be able to sign it. So let me go back to my data, and this is my data, and you will see now I have my video. I'll be able to sign Shastri, and sign is okay, and I just saved it. So the moment now my video, my signature, everything are ready for me to capture it as a set. So I can also see as we were saying, that we have given some child tables like the education. You will see my experience which has come here. You can see I can add my experience from this day to this day. I have worked in as this designation. I'll fill up maybe in a few minutes. In the meantime, we also gave the provision of sending an email. I can say test mail for demo, and I'm just copying some standard content just to demonstrate. I just sent this mail, so obviously this mail would be coming to my mobile, and I can also send a short message. Let me send an SMS, and you will notice this is my phone number, and this is a sample SMS for demo. So I've sent an SMS also. So I will be showing you these two in my mobile which is now switched off. I'm just switching on my mobile, and you will see the mobile coming up. Okay, let me go back to my mailbox, and let me see my mails. You will see my test mail coming up here. I have copied some content, if you remember, that has come here, and also my text message which I have sent. You will see my text message also appearing over here. Okay, and also one more salient feature we wish to take you up on the mobile front of the form. So let me just try to log into my application, and this is my mobile app where I logged into the application. If you remember, we have just created the candidates under the development. It's called demo candidates. Okay, so maybe the word demo candidate doesn't look pretty good, so let's name it properly and then come back to the application before we proceed. So instead of calling it as a demo candidates, let's call this as candidates. So I named it as candidates. Okay, so let's see how these candidates would appear in my mobile app. Okay, so let's go back to our screencast, and you will see my candidates have come here, and I press my candidates, and you see the candidates. This is Mr. Ravi Kumar. His photo you can see over here, which we have uploaded, and his data, the full data of the person what we have done. If I have to send a mail, I can send it from here as a sample, or I can send a text message from here. This is the text. Maybe I can say text from mobile. I've sent a message which he will get it. Now let's go back to candidates, and similarly we can also edit the particular candidate. So I wish to edit the candidate, and maybe I will say my additional information. Actually, I have little more than 7 years, maybe 9 years experience, and I stay at maybe an address called Yusuf Gouda in Hyderabad. So this is the data I updated from my mobile. So let's see what happens to my data in my application. And let's first of all, we have noticed this 9 years is updated, and my address is also updated. That means it is totally in sync, and the object, when we created it, simultaneously created thing to me. And maybe I wish to see all male candidates. Just filter male, and you will see all the male candidates coming up, or maybe any type of filter, or I can just clear the filter. Okay, so this is with this facility. Let's go back and see we created basically a candidates, and to the candidates we have given facility to attach documents. Okay, and maybe sometimes it could be a webcam itself. You want to take a photograph from the webcam itself, you will be able to still take that photograph, and let's demonstrate that as well into this. I'm just going to here. So as we wanted to create a webcam, let's try to go to the setup and take that form, and all that we have to say is it has a webcam facility. That's it. So having done that, you will see the facility of the webcam has automatically come. Let's go and view our data, and you will see for Mr. Jaragumilli Shastri, it is already, the photo is captured. And maybe for the second candidate, let us try to put a webcam feature and see how this would. I'm saying allow the thing. I'm capturing it. It's captured and I'm uploading it. So you will notice for the first candidate also the photo has come. You can see the photo, and for the second candidate we have uploaded the photo. So here you will notice, number one, we have given a lot of mandatory, non-mandatory, numeric, alpha, and signature, video, and pickers, and attachments, multiple attachments. Okay, so all this these objects, as we were just saying, is a piece of our candidate master. Also in the process we have also demonstrated the other capabilities of the application, including the the Excel upload, and you will so let's also create a sample, maybe one of the details like the qualification. So I'm just adding my qualification. I passed out in the year, maybe I passed out quite long back in the year 79, 74 to 79. I passed out in my graduation. Okay, I did my graduation, BTech, and from Hyderabad. Okay, just a sample, I wanted to push it. So this particular object collected a lot of details. So let's see what are all the details that have happened. Number one, these are the standard qualifications which I created for this candidate. We created some 2 attachments, if you remember, and I have sent two or 3 communications. One is a mobile email I sent, and then an SMS which I sent here, this sample demo, and third SMS, if you remember, we have sent it from a mobile. That means similarly I can also take the experience and add it up, so that basically it is building up the entire candidate into the application. So with this I'll be stopping this video, and then we will get into the shortlisting of the candidates with reference to our application. So we have completed the this part of it, basically the vacancy registration. Then we have completed the workflow. Then we created the candidates, candidate master. So now we will be taking up the shortlisting in the next video. Thank you very much.